Hello human beings, I am Alice. I am different type of a hybrid, and I will be coming through this channel more often and with a specific topics and ideas that I would like to share with you that are referring to the future probabilities of where you are now, and the reason why I want to offer them to you is to help you with guiding yourself in better way through imagination and also your energy, because energy and your state of being is always the most important way how to shift yourself to the futures that you want to. And the reason also why I'm offering this to you is because I can see and perceive that many of you, and it's natural, it's kind of like expected that you are going through these kind of stages, that during the days you are going through many different shifts within your energies, and not always they are very positive, or even what you choose to sometimes think of and perceive and fears about the future, various ways. Either they are kind of like maybe logical to you, they can be also more advanced as interference from other type of extraterrestrials and so on. So there are many ideas, and what I want to offer you this way is to tune into imagination of probabilities that I can perceive for you, and you have a chance to shift to, so you could make them even deeper signature in your energy. So you would be grounding it and imagining it with me as I am offering you specific ideas. So that is what you can expect from me, specifically in other audios that will be called Future with Alice or something similar. And I will be talking about many different topics that you are struggling with right now, and how they can change in the future in a positive way, or how they can work in a different way. There are many struggles that you are facing with that are a lot of crises. It can be in a financial sector, or food, or pharmacy, or yes, health, transport, and many different ways of like how you live, how you can express your passions and be actually also supported just for your existence, not fight for your existence to be supported, and so on. So I will be offering you many different point of views on these topics, and today first one that we chose is again favorite topic that you heard on this channel several times about, is a hybrid children, and that is, for example, schooling system. So what you could imagine in a future when hybrid children will be living with you. You could imagine them playing with your children who were born on Earth together, learning and playing, learning through playing. So the school would be more about play and excitement. You wouldn't feel, or the children wouldn't feel like they are pushed to do anything, like in most of the systems that you have right now in schools. Pushed that they are doing something that they are bored about, or they don't want to do. They don't see in a purpose in them, and so on. So they will be living in a different way, in different lives. There are already in a smaller scales systems that are already working in several countries, or within the countries, and in some countries they also already are implementing on a bigger scales these different ways of how children should be taught. In other channeling, I also would like to offer you kind of like a stories of the specific children or the groups of children, and what you could also imagine in more specific ways. So today I still will be a little bit more general, and tell you how you can imagine it in a general way and tune into that energy and let it vibrate through you. Let the positive energy vibrate through your system, through your energy body, all the cells, and let yourself to have that hope. And this is also a suggestion for you to allow yourself to imagine more even on your own if you would like to. This can also trigger you into thinking in a more positive way, like how it can actually change in a more positive ways than it's now, or when you sometimes worry, when you slip into the ideas that are not so productive and are negative, that you don't want to happen. It can be very simple or easy for human mind to slip into those thoughts and vibrations. So in this way, I like to also offer you and invite you to these different energies and to imagine them on your own as well. And these videos will be reminders of it. So children would be learning through specific project designed for them, to actually learn through scenarios that can occur within your society. And that is a way to really prepare children for their life. And I know that many of you are also thinking that you were not prepared for life at all. You were learning so many things that you don't even remember right now and don't use. So why you even had to learn them, you ask. And that's true, definitely that's true. And so children would be or will be learning in a way that's or when they would feel it's relevant for them. So for example, let's take a subject that many of humans don't like, and it's math. So for example, of course, if some child would like to aim in a certain direction of what they would like to be or become or how to help, they would feel that excitement. It would be naturally pulling them to learn those things, to learn math or physics and so on. And they would. And others might discover that they need something, some basis at least at some point. And when they would feel that, okay, I am lacking maybe some knowledge, so I could maybe learn it, then they would learn it with a different attitude as well. They would be learning it in a way, feeling excited about why they actually need to learn this. And they would be having a certain different type of aim that is just a mark, or I need to pass through these classes and so on, and not knowing why to learn that. So they would know, they would have a purpose behind it, and they would be learning just what they need to. Of course, that could open again other doors that they would need to learn in, for example, math, or what they would need to learn. So they would, and they would be more excited about it. Of course, it doesn't mean as well that they wouldn't have challenges to pass through some resistance, because resistance means that you are also learning, you are going outside of your comfort zone, so that's also natural. And they would be learned, your human children together with the hybrid children, that is actually a very nice feeling to have, because you know that you are coming through or getting closer to your goal and what you want to achieve, to your excitement and passion. So you would or they would be feeling that they are growing that way, and they would be excited about it, and they would have a different relationship with the resistance. Many of the humans right now, they feel that resistance as a negative feeling because they were taught and they learned that resistance towards something is something very uncomfortable and negative, when they were forced to sit in a desk or behind the desk and learn things that they hated, or they didn't feel like they were important for them to know. And unfortunately, this whole generation of humans are taught that resistance or certain pressures are something very negative, and it's programmed very deeply in your subconsciousness, in your brain, that Of course, many are learning to overcome, or they are so strong that they push through it, and they can also find more purpose. So that is also the key for you, that how to move through the certain struggles or resistances to your goal is to do it always with that purpose of why you are doing it. In the future, there will be also more of subjects that children will be learning, and they will blend. Like for example, there are quite a splits right now in what is accepted as part of your society and something even like a not, or in a different group or community. Of course, I am referring to spirituality and for example, shamanic work and teachings, energetic light language, yoga, tantra, and all other things that are available to learn, and they are not being officially taught as subjects that you can be professional in about. Of course, they are in a certain ways, but they are not credited in a way by a whole society. And it's not like they are being taught only at the universities and so on. So in the future, there will be also less division between all of this, and they will be able to learn equally everything and become specialists in everything, and it would be not seen as something less maybe productive, less helpful to whole humanity, as for example now are seen more materialistic ways of like what you can use in your everyday life. So being able to support yourself also on all those emotional, mental and spiritual ways will be more accepted. For example, imagine shamanism being the same accepted as, for example, psychology, or being expanded, or expanding psychology and all these studies. As well, it can be expanding physics with the quantum physics getting more in a way spiritual, but actually understanding that in a spiritual teachings there are certain ways of like translating something that can be understood also intellectually when you expand your consciousness into understanding more about universe. So all these things will be blending more and more in the future as well, and no part of you would feel like it's being excluded from the society. I'm happy that I was able to speak to you today, and I'm looking forward to share more with you next time, so you can let yourself to dream more about that brighter future, and let that brighter future create more smile on your face as well during other days, inspire you to have more ideas on your own as well, because this can trigger you into that, and even trigger dreams that you would be experiencing kind of like in the future, and that would bring that energy even closer to you as well, and you would be grounding it not just for yourself but for many other people or a collective, and spread it through your positive vibration. You don't have to also talk about it to other people, it's just your smile that it would bring and would be very contagious for other people, and they wouldn't know maybe what it is that they feel, but you are just offering those vibrations of that amazing future that you believe in, you have a deep and true hopes for, and that way you would be helping to really change the world and let yourself to shift into those timelines. So I'm happy that you stayed with me and listened to me, and I'm looking forward to give you more ideas next time.